Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Welcome to another episode of your Average Day Joes. I'm your host, C.
And Jay, what's up?
What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Happy midweek Wednesday. What's going on? What's up with you, Jay? How you feeling, brother?
Hella sore. Went hard last night, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
After seeing that Megan Fox clip, I went hard. I went hard too, but not the same way.
I bet you did.
Yeah.
He said after seeing that Megan Fox.
I got my cardio in, bro.
I bet, bro. I bet. That was an excellent clip, man. I'm not mad at that. I was like, damn.
I already know.
That was an excellent clip. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's so what was the day yesterday? Wednesday, what did you do? Shoulders?
No, I did chest. I actually did chest.
Oh,
I'm improving my reps with the 315.
yeah.
So
Are
I
you
want
cutting already or not yet?
am I what?
Are you cutting?
No, 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 no. I feel like I am because I'm not eating enough, but I'm definitely not yet.
Oh, okay. But you're about to, right? Like when are you gonna start?
Probably towards the end of about the end of April. Not the end, but like, probably 420 around there.
Might as well just do it on my birthday, bro.
I could. It just depends on how my Airbnb and stuff, you know what I mean? So I
You
have to
probably want
do
to
it
start
because
on Monday too, right?
huh?
You probably want to start cutting on the Monday, so you got the whole
No,
full.
on a Wednesday.
Oh, you're gonna cut on a Wednesday. Okay.
Yeah,
What's
because
the?
Wednesday is usually my cardio day.
Oh, okay. So you just start cutting on a
That's
Wednesday.
what I mean. So it'll be on a Wednesday. It won't be on a Monday. Monday's chest day. So usually, but I had to push it back because of, like if I'm going to the gym and I only have a certain amount of time, I don't rush a workout. So I knew tomorrow or yesterday I would have way more time because, my guests, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they came at a good time. I was like, all right, cool. I'll eat after and then I'll just stay later because I could sleep in today.
No, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, so it's very important for me to be very efficient with that.
You got to be, man. Got to be.
Yeah, man. So
Oh man. So going back to this Russian cat from my work.
which one? The one that wants the different colors?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So today I kind of give him a reality check in a super professional way. I let him know, like, yo, the car that you wanted, we ain't got it no more. And if you want this car now, it's gonna be this much more. So I give him the price so that I'm not negative anymore, and that my we're gonna be at least 1,000 or more in profit, right?
Yeah.
And dude, tell me why after all that headache he went through, he pretty much agreed, but he wanted me to come down just like, I don't know, maybe like $500 to $600, you know?
That ain't bad.
So after losing, after basically I could have got him in at like like $2,500 less than what now the price is at.
Hmm.
We're negotiating for like, $2,500 more, but he's trying to like renegotiate to like 600, like 600 off of the price that I'm quoting him now.
Yeah.
The thing is, he's kind of screwed because one, the car that he wants with the white color, there's
Yeah.
no car 200 miles radius with that color. That's the Subaru Ascent that he wants,
Okay.
So basically, I have to go to Shingle Springs if he wants it. Okay.
Yeah. It's up north, dude. That's not
Yeah,
far.
up north, up
Past
north.
Tech.
Exactly. But this is the thing. That same car was just in Modesto, and I could have got it from him from Modesto. But it looks like from what I got, this is what I think happened was that Modesto did a dealer trade with Shingle Springs. So it looks like Shingle Springs might have taken that car because they might be selling it now. So
Shingle Springs is a good spot, man. I think the car will be nicer from there than Modesto.
well,
That's
for
just
sure.
my take on that because like I said, that's Shingle Springs is nice. It's cool up
No,
there.
the problem is that they might actually sell that car before I can even secure it for him.
So
And
why don't you didn't call them?
I did. And
Oh, you did.
I try to
Okay.
call them. They're like, we're so busy that we can't even talk to you.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I didn't get to talk to him. But the screwed up thing is that I also told him, hey, you know what? I know that you want to have this little $600 discount, but after me giving you already like $2,500 discount the day before,
Yeah.
I'm not budging on price anymore. So I didn't even budge on the price. So he hasn't hit me up. I got a feeling he's gonna see if I'm like trying. He's testing me, bro, and I'm testing him right now. But my manager already said. I asked my manager. He's like, you know what? These are the kind of guys that you don't want to you need like they're trying to like put the ball in their court, and we need to
Yeah.
show them how high the Subarus are in demand, and
Hmm.
because they are,
He's right.
they're such
He's
high.
right.
And it's like, bro, so I didn't budge on the price at all. So I don't even know if he's going to go for that, that $600 price. But you know what? I think he will, because even
Only $600.
yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. If he really wanted that white car, which like I told you yesterday, he didn't care about the color supposedly, but
Yeah.
now he really like is going after the white, and he's even agreeing to a $2,500 extra. Then I think he will budge on that price and want to take it. But I wrote in the email to him like, hey, and just FYI, these cars are in such high demand that if you do say yes, I can't even guarantee that that will still be on that other dealership. I can get it for you,
Yeah.
So definitely, just some crazy stuff. That's my work for today. I am working on my days off as well, just because I'm. Oh, but I did also book an appointment for Saturday, which is cool, for a lease. That's going to give me like a $2,000 commission.
Good.
So that'll be good. Let's say what's up to the chat, man. We got Cosmos in the chat saying hello with a question mark, and we say hello back, but without a question mark, because we are here. And we got Victoria Riviera. What's up, Victoria? How you doing today? Nice to meet you, and nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Then we got Wes. He wants to know, I guess, I don't know if he's talking about your dog, Jay, but he's like, is that a monkey below? And then he's pointing below to your dog. So yeah, he's asking if that's a monkey.
Yeah, it is. Nah, he's you can't see his face because he's draped over.
Yeah, definitely.
No.
And
It'd
then
be cool to have one though.
And then we got Wes also saying, oh, dude below is rich, talking about you. So he's saying you are rich, my friend.
That's what's up. Thank you.
And we also got Mr. Z's Moose Knuckle back in the house. What's up, Mr. Z? Mr. Z with the chat. The big dude is so freaking hot, I can barely stand it. Damn, Jay, you're making an impression on everybody, brother.
It's not a bad thing. I love everyone equal. We all good. Thank you. Respect.
Yep.
We're here for you, and this is what we do every day.
Exactly. I mean, I'm waiting for somebody to tell me I'm hot. I got my haircut today. I'm feeling good. Well, shit, what's up with my I'm hot type shit? Come on, y'all. Y'all messing around right now.
Jesus Christ, you're funny, bro. You're a funny ass dude, man. Who says this, man?
Saying, I'm getting a little jealous. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like, damn, this guy's so hot. I'm like, okay, I got my haircut. I'm feeling fresh, and I can't even get a comment like that. Come on, y'all. It's all good.
Jesus, man, you're a funny dude, bro.
It's all love.
It is all love. That's what I mean. That's what we're here for.
Exactly.
We're here for.
All right, guys. Well, shout out to the 35 people watching. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share. And let's get on to some NBA game news. What's going on in the NBA, brother?
Yes, sir. So there's only one game live. My Celtics are playing the Suns. My boy Tatum is out. He has that sore ankle. But this is no problem. They're up 90-65 in the third.
Wow.
Yeah, they're just dump loading the Suns, and the Suns have their players. So, yeah, the Celtics are I told you, they're deep.
Who's putting in? I mean, I know it's only third quarter, but so far in third quarter, who's putting in all the work for you guys?
It's distributed. So Jaylen Brown, obviously, he's doing work. You got Porzingis doing work.
Yeah.
Even Horford's doing work. Horford hasn't even played in a while. Drew Holiday's doing some good work, and yeah, that's pretty. And Hauser off the bench is doing work.
So it looks like right here, Jaylen Brown is the number one scorer right now, 21 points, and you got Porzingis right behind him at 17 points.
Yeah, so they're distributing the ball very well. When Tatum's not there, it's you already know. Okay, we each got to share the ball because Tatum could, he could score at will.
Dude, I'm just shocked that old man Horford has 9 rebounds as opposed to Porzingis is 6.
Because Horford, he plays like a big man. Porzingis, sometimes he'll go down there just to bang, not just to block shots. But most of the time, dude, he's more offensive. If they need him to be defensive, he blocks shots. He doesn't really get a lot of boards.
Yeah.
Al Horford is like he's a smaller big man, so he plays that role well. So when you have both of them in there, it's awesome.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. Horford he's a good player, man. He deserves that championship that they got him last year.
Yeah.
So they'll get him another one this year. I'm not even worried.
For sure.
So, but yeah, so I'll go over the games. The Nuggets beat the Bucks. Obviously, the Bucks are hurting without Dame, so that's no surprise. That was 127-117. The Clippers beat the Knicks. That was a good win, but obviously the Knicks, they're missing Jalen Brunson, so that was 126-113. The Lakers last minute tip of LeBron James, they beat the Pacers barely. I mean, we're talking about point 0.3 of a second. You know, Luca missed a shot. LeBron tipped it in. Boom. That's one of my trending topics, by the way. I'll get into that after.
Shout out to Bron for that one.
They did that. They were on a 2-game losing streak. This would have been number 3. So,
right.
And then the Raptors beat the Nets 116-86, and the Wizards beat the Sixers, who already packed it in weeks ago. You know what I mean? So 119-114.
Gotcha.
So yeah, yep.
Who won in yesterday's games?
Let's see. The Magic beat the Hornets. Obviously, the Heat skunked the Warriors because Steph wasn't there.
Yeah.
The Pistons beat the Spurs. The Knicks beat the Mavericks. Rockets beat the Hawks. The Grizzlies beat the Jazz. The Cavs beat the Blazers, and the Thunder beat the Kings. So
the Grizzlies really beat the Jazz on that one.
The Jazz are one of the lower teams, so that doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, exactly. And any notable games for tomorrow?
No, not really. Grizzlies Thunder maybe, and I'd say Lakers Bulls because remember that's what started their losing streak.
Yeah, definitely.
So the Bulls mollywopped the Lakers. Remember last weekend?
Yeah,
they scored like 150 points. I was like, what? It was weird. I was shocked. So that will be a notable game, most likely. They'll probably want to get revenge.
Right.
You know, and then that's I don't see any other, maybe Hawks and Heat, but the Heat have been on such a losing streak that it doesn't even, I don't think that really matters.
Definitely. And staying on NBA, what's going on with Bron, my boy?
So Bron, obviously he was trending high for that tip in, obviously, but that wasn't why he was trending at first. He was on the Pat McAfee show earlier today, just claiming some out-of-pocket stuff, man. I don't know about this guy sometimes, man. He was, so, how everyone tries to compare different eras. He was like, oh, man, if Giannis, the Greek freak, if he was in the 1970s, he'd score 250 points in an NBA game. I was like, what? Very weird, bro. I don't know. This guy says some out-of-pocket things sometimes, man. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. It's very weird to me, man, but I don't know. That was his take on, because, everyone always tries to compare eras, you know what I mean? And, he always tries to put himself, oh, I'm the best ever and whatever, Jordan obviously never had to say that. Never, still doesn't have to say that because he knows he's the best ever.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? When you are the best ever, you don't have to self-proclaim it.
Right.
Common sense, man. But yeah, but that's why he was trending earlier. He was on the show and he said, yeah, Giannis would score 250 points in an NBA game if he played in the 70s, like the craziest thing. I'm like, okay.
It was a much harder league back then, so I don't see how.
Well, in those leagues, even Jordan was the end of the era. Like when he was started, if you went to the middle, you could easily punch someone in their face and they'll fall.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, are you serious, bro?
Yeah. Definitely.
Like I know Bron's built and all, but I think he would have had a problem back then, man.
Dude, Bron's a crybaby. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
but he's a crybaby. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Imagine that guy trying to play in that league when someone comes and boom, right in the head. Oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just killed me, man. But yeah, when I saw that, I was like, is this dude serious?
Yeah.
And then it was funny because he got this tip in later today, just literally just happened. And I was like, watch. Like, so he was already trending high and that got it trending higher. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah, he needed that tip in or else he would have looked like a clown,
Yes, very much so. You know what I mean? Because that would have been pretty funny, though.
The headline I got pulled up, it says that LeBron James tells Pat McAfee, it was my job to defend Bronny. So he was talking about that whole incident too.
Yeah, I try not to bring that up because, everyone throws enough salt on Bronny's name. And I'm not, like I said, I'm with Stephen A on a lot of things about that. So I try not to bring that up because Bronny is a good kid, man. But, his father has set him up for, hey, man, like you're going to be scrutinized, bro. You're LeBron James' son.
Yeah.
Either you step up and do good or, go to the G League like he's doing. I heard he's doing good in the G League.
Yeah.
You know, but when we're watching the game and he's putting up air balls, you can't be doing that.
Nope.
You know that, especially in the pros. That's weird to me,
No.
but yeah, that's a whole nother subject, man.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, we got back to the chat really quick. We got Wes. He's saying, "Oh yeah, can I feel them hands?" I think he's talking about you because he was talking about how rich you were just a second ago.
My bad.
And then we got Mr. Z Moose Knuckle again. He says both attractive men, but Jay is my dream guy.
Oh, jeez. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate that.
And we got Chase Brown talking about bro Mavericks on the other hand. So I don't know if he wants us to talk about a little bit of the Mavericks or what's going on there, but yeah,
The
bro.
Mavericks, the Dallas Mavericks. You're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mavericks, man. Like I said, I think they should just pack it up, man. You know, Kyrie just had surgery today. That was headline news. It's not in my trending topics, but he just had surgery today.
Uh-huh.
So being that he had surgery today, it's going to take him probably a year.
Yeah.
Which means if he can try to get back around this time, maybe even a month before, so he could be ready for the playoffs,
Yeah.
he'll be fine. But that's next year.
Right.
You know what I mean? AD and Clay gonna have to carry that team, and then let Kyrie come in, and then they'll be fine.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, but yeah, so that should be interesting.
And we also got DTW in the house. What's going on, DTW? Welcome. 505, represent.
He said 505.
I got to shout out to 505, man. That's my second home, you know, so got to shout him out.
That's your second home, huh?
My second home. Well, second or third. I mean, Poland was my first. California is my second.
Oh, that's a good point. My bad. I didn't even think about that. I was like, I didn't even think about that. You know.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Let's go on to some sports news with the NBA. What's going on over there, man?
With what? Oh, you mean the NFL?
There's so many. It's like 3 acronyms.
Yeah, I know, man. So the NFL, the No Fun League. I wasn't even going to bring this up, but they're going to start penalizing people for doing this. You saw that, right?
Yeah.
I just can't. I don't understand this league sometimes, man.
But I mean, that makes sense to me.
Oh, it makes sense to you. This little thing like that.
Yeah, that means that they're penalizing people doing cocaine on the field.
What's wrong? Oh my God. This ain't the last Boy Scout, bro. But
hey, no, but honestly, if you think about it, I think like I understand where you're coming from, but I was thinking about that when you were doing it, when you did that gesture, and I'm like, that could in a way be for the kids something, you know what I mean? Like dude, I guarantee you, I'm not the first one that would have came up with something like that. You know what I mean? So if you really think about it, you know what I mean? I'm sure that's not the reason why, but I'm sure they thought about that and they're like, oh, that kind of looks like, you know, he might be trying to do like some coke or something. Like, you know what I mean? There's no way I could have been the first one to just think about something like that when you did that gesture, you know?
I don't know. Like I said, I can't see myself doing the gesture, so I'm like, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, so who's the original person doing that?
What do you mean? I don't know who the original person is. A lot of people do it. They had Debo Samuel. They've had CD Lamb. A lot of people have done it. Just like, you know.
But the most of the like trending is saying that it's CD Lamb's nose wipe celebration.
Yeah, I mean, you could blame it on him, but I wouldn't blame it on him.
Okay.
Like a lot of people do it, but I mean, it's just because it's simple. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. It's how are you going to be penalized 15 yards? What if someone's literally wiping their helmet? Jesus, man. This is what I mean. But I don't get it.
Wiping a helmet is not a celebration. That's like everybody would know you're just wiping a helmet. If you just scored and you're celebrating and you do that, that's a different story than wiping a helmet. That's a big difference there.
Yeah, but literally you could do any, like, I hate the fact that they penalize a lot of different celebrations.
No, I know.
I grew up watching, I used to love watching T.O. pull a pen out, or you know what I mean? And like, oh, damn, he signed a ball or whoever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they would do, there were times where, you know, he would take cell phones out. Like I was like, hey, man, you know what I mean? Yeah. I like seeing different celebrations, like to see their creativeness.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I was like, hey, bro, did he just do that? I like that stuff, man. So them penalizing a player for expressing his feeling after a touchdown, that's no fun league, bro. Stupid. I don't like it one bit. 15 yards, and I mean, that's everyone's gonna when you do stuff like this, it's just gonna happen more. Why? Because it's only on the kickoff.
Yeah.
That's all it is. You scored 15. It's I deserve it. Cool, whatever. But it's just it's annoying, bro.
So you know how we were just talking about NBA and how like everybody was much tougher in the 70s?
Yeah, of course.
So now I understand what the NBA stands for. If NFL stands for No Fun League, I know what the NBA stands for.
I know where you're going with this. I know exactly where you're going with this because I'm thinking in my head, yeah. So I think I know where you're going with that one.
Do you know what it stands for or no?
Of course.
What does it stand for? I want to see what
They're swearing in the middle of it.
Nah, mine isn't a swear. I mean,
what are you gonna say? What are you gonna say? I'm curious.
Now, baby league.
I was thinking more no bitches allowed. So.
Oh yeah, that's actually a good one too. That's a good one.
Well, because it's like no fun league, but I get it. I get you.
And the only reason why I wouldn't think that one was because there is like a lot of bitches playing in the NBA right now. So if there was no bitches allowed, that'd be a different story. That's why I'm saying now baby league, because you got a lot of these crybabies playing in there.
So you're telling me, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, I don't know, man.
I know. We got Golden Boy Dio in the house. What's up? And he's saying, what happened with the fella and the white car? I'm not sure what he means by that, but
didn't you sell someone a white car? Or no?
Oh yeah. Okay, he's talking about my selling. Yeah. So I was talking. I just went over this in the very beginning of the show. So basically, Golden Boy, what happened was, oh man, I was dealing with him today. I resent him another email, like super professional email, and I let him know that we're not going to sell it for less than a certain price. And I actually went up in price by like $2,500. And he actually emailed me back and was like, okay, I understand if you can do it for $600 less than what you told me right now, we'll do the deal. And I asked my manager, and he basically was like, no, we're not going to do it. We've already given this guy way too much, and he's still probably going to rate us bad. Like, we're going to probably get a bad rating from this guy because, there's all this like going around. So he's like, no, just stay firm on the number, because look, he's already coming back. We could have given him a deal of like $2,500 less, and now he's okay with all of a sudden, like basically like $2,000 more. I know he was like, no, don't do it. Stay firm on the price. So I told him, I'm sorry, we got to stay firm. And on top of that, I told him that before I can even get him the car, we need the payment up front now. And I'm still waiting to hear back from him. But it's good, man. It's good. I don't care at this point. Like you win some, you lose some. That's all it is. So
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that. Like, that's just
And we got Shannon on the X. She says, "Where's the 305 love at, Jay? How are you? I love your show."
I'm telling you, I haven't been in 305 in a minute, but shout out South Beach. It's one of Miami, Dade County. I like it out there. It's cool.
Yeah,
it's been a minute since I've been out there, but I've definitely had some times out there. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah, it's good times. One thing I love about, especially out there, is being able to see through the water.
Oh, I know.
We don't get that luxury in the Bay. Our water is freezing cold.
Yeah.
You will never catch me in our water here.
No. But I mean, honestly though, San Diego has pretty nice water. Like,
okay, I said the Bay.
No,
I didn't say San Diego or LA. I said the Bay, where I live.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Yeah, of course, San Diego, of course. Down south, hot, but the Bay, oh man, that water's freezing.
Exactly.
I applaud our surfers up here, because I get some surfers that stay at my Airbnb, and they go hit up, Mavericks or the areas around here. Definitely. I'm like, man, y'all are crazy, bro. That water's freezing.
I know, man. I know.
That's crazy.
My neighbor he surfs, and
damn,
I can't even fathom how how do you even with a wetsuit on, you still have to get used to the water for a moment before.
Oh, that's so cold, bro. That is so cold. I can't even I like cold, but that water's freezing cold. I can't. Yeah, you ain't gonna catch me doing any of that stuff, man.
I know.
I applaud all them because that's That's tough.
Exactly.
That's real tough.
And we got Golden Boy giving me out a shout out. He says, "I believe in you, brother. I have full confidence you could bring this sale around, and I appreciate that."
Hell yeah. There you go.
Thank you so
That's
much.
winning life.
I'm not about like like doing sales and car sales, especially this day and age. It's not like it used to be where it's like you're like a sleazy salesman. Like you really try to go out of your way to like make everybody feel good and about their purchase. It's literally the second biggest purchase anybody really makes, because you got a house, which is your biggest purchase, and then dropping 40,000 on a car. It's not easy. So you want to make people feel good about it, and that's literally what I try to do with this guy. So.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. You've been doing that since the beginning. That's why, like, all that little hostility, like, bro, are you serious?
Right. Exactly.
Like, calm down. I didn't know he was Russian, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
I love my Russian folks, but they they have certain ways they deal with. You know what I mean?
I totally understand, because Polish can be very similar. Like my Polish,
you exactly right.
That's all just from like the communist times type era, like the mentality set and everything. Like we Eastern Europeans, we literally think that everybody's out to rip us off, bro. And that's why, dude. The yesterday the car I sold was to another Russian guy. The Russians are feeling me, you know what I mean? And then on top of that, when I see that it's a Russian name, I put my Polish name,
right?
So they know they're dealing with an Eastern European.
They got the I and the Y. Come on, let's go.
But this is another crazy thing, is that we actually have a sales guy that works with me who's Russian, and I'm selling to his people. Like I'm selling to the Russians.
So he probably got hella mad. He probably like, bro, you're stealing my sales. Oh.
I'm working off that Eastern European tip. It's all good. It's all good.
Be like, privet, das vidanya.
Exactly. We got Golden Boy saying cars are an investment. If this guy doesn't realize it, he is making a mistake, and that's exactly what it is. Especially with a brand like Subaru. Like, dude, Subaru, 96% of all Subarus are still on the road after 10 years. Like, if you're going to make an investment, like, yes, Toyota, Subaru, those are great investments. And yeah, he didn't realize it, but he's going to now, because he's not going to be able to get that car he wanted. I already checked within a 200-mile radius. That car is not available. I got pretty much only one that can get it for him at this point. All right, let's get into, let me see. So we just talked about the NFL, and there was no NCAA or nothing, huh?
Thursday.
Wednesday, even the girls.
Thursday.
That's all.
Yeah.
Okay. So NCAA, the women and the men play on the same day?
No.
Okay,
like they play different days. Yeah. They do that. They do that on purpose, because it gives more shine. Like, so if you put the women's one not at the same time, they need to get exposure too. Like, you know what I mean by that? Like, it helps their views as well. Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's good for them, though.
No, that's what I'm saying. So it's a good thing. It's a very good thing.
Yeah. All right, let me get into some Homeland Security news with you guys. So let me just pull up the screen real quick. I do have it. Okay. So basically, it's kind of nice, I guess. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem visits El Salvador prison where deported Venezuelans are held. So I guess she kind of wanted to see, because I guess there's, people are always reporting that there's all this bad stuff happening there. So it says that, Security Secretary Kristi Noem on Wednesday visited the high security El Salvador prison, where Venezuelans who the Trump administration alleges are gang members have been held since their removal from the United States. The tour included 2 crowded cell blocks, the armory, and an isolation unit. Noem's trip to the prison, where inmates are packed into cells and never allowed outside, comes as the Trump administration seeks to show it is deporting people it describes as the worst of the worst. The Trump administration is arguing in federal court that it was justified in sending the Venezuelans to El Salvador, while human rights activists say officials are a prison rife with human rights abuses. At the prison, Noem toured an area holding some of the Venezuelans accused of being gang members. In the sweltering building, the men in white T-shirts and shorts stared silently from their cell without making a sound. When Noem exited the building, the men could be heard shouting an indiscernible chant. In a cell block holding Salvadorian prisoners, about a dozen were lined up by guards near the front of their cell and told to remove their T-shirts and face masks. The men were heavily tattooed, some bearing the letters MS for Mara Salvatrucha Gang on their chest. After listening to Salvadorian officials, Noam turned her back to the cell and recorded a video message. If an immigrant commits a crime, this is one of the consequences you could face, Noam said. First of all, do not come to our country illegally. You will be removed and you will be prosecuted. But know that this facility is one of the tools in our toolkit that we will use if you commit crimes against the American people. In a post on X Wednesday, Homeland Security indicated it would continue working with El Salvador, saying that Noam was slated to discuss how the U.S. can increase the number of deportation flights and removals of violent criminals from the U.S. during her visit over there. So, yeah. I don't know, man. They're always reporting all this stuff, like it's so bad. And, now they're saying like, oh, yeah, there's no, they don't get like any daytime and stuff. But I mean, you do the crime, you're gonna do the time, and MS-13 Salvatrucha, man, they're some of the worst. Dude, these guys were. I mean, most of them are. I mean, if you got that gang, if you got that tattoo, you most likely killed somebody. You know what I mean? So
I totally believe it.
yeah,
I know nothing about it, but I totally believe it.
Definitely. So I don't know, man. I'm with it. I'm with it. I mean, some people might not believe it, but I'm with it, bro. Like, that's the worst of the worst. And on top of that, it's literally, damn, your dog is mad.
I didn't like him hanging his head off. Don't hang your head off like that. Go back to sleep. He's like me, man. If you wake me, sorry, my bad. If you wake me up when I'm sleeping, I get pissed. So he's very similar.
I know. That's crazy.
Look at that.
You
see that? You see that? You see that?
We're all watching you.
Go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. I just didn't. His head was like hanging off, and he was like,
yeah.
It's like, bro, no, I'm moving your head. Stay right there.
What? I'm sorry, but I forgot because we haven't used his name in a long time. What's your dog's name again?
RB.
RB.
Rocky Bear.
Rocky Bear. There we go. Okay. Rocky Bear.
Good boy.
Rocky Bear.
But yeah, so.
All right. Well, let's move on to some more political chess news. What's going on in Vietnam, my brother?
Strategy. So you know how Trump he wanted to impose tariffs, right?
Yeah.
So Vietnam, what they're doing to counter Trump's trade strategy is they're going to reduce tariffs on American products, including natural gas, cars, and ethanol, so that President Trump, it's a good chess move, so that President Trump can avoid, raising tariffs there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's a very smart move. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you could have, smooth relations. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's awesome because now it's like, hey, like they reacted to him doing that, but I think that's a win for us. You know what I mean? It's smart. It's good business. Why? Because, if they're going to reduce it, okay, I thank you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We could, we come to a happy medium. Perfect. Okay. They're working with us. All right, cool. Everyone's happy,
Right.
So I think it's awesome. I think it's a very smart move of them. And they understand that, okay, US and us, we need smooth relations. Like I said, I think it's a smart move. So yeah, President Trump, he made the chess move, and then they're like, hey, you know what? We're gonna blah blah blah. Like their strategy, I like their strategy.
Definitely.
There are other people's strategies that we've reported on has been all like, what? I don't want to say Canada or any of the other places, but But yeah, I like their strategy. It was cool.
So that's good. That's good.
Very good. Very good.
I wonder how much like we get like imports from Vietnam. I wonder how, because I know Vietnam. We just they just introduced their first American car. Like it's a Vietnamese brand that is selling in America now for the car.
Which one?
It's an electric car. It's called
Which one?
I gotta tell you.
I'm curious.
Yeah. Oh, VinFast. There you go. The name.
What is it?
Second. It's a Vietnamese brand. It's an electric car, and it's called VinFast. VIN.
VinFast?
VinFast. Yeah.
Is it here, like in
Yeah.
Frisco, or is it in New York?
They have a showroom at Hillsdale Mall, and then they have another.
Hillsdale?
Yeah, and they got another showroom in Ceremony.
Wow, Ceremony makes sense, but but Hillsdale, I didn't know.
Yeah, no, yeah, they got you. If you ever go under like the parking structure, like where the parking structure is, but like to the side of Hillsdale Mall, they got like some of them parked right there. They're cool little SUVs. They're nice. I actually test drove one, but the only thing I didn't like about it was that for the price, like you can get for that price that they're charging, you can get a Tesla, which is fine. But the VinFast, like, dude, their cameras were like, that's the one thing that kind of annoyed me was their like backup camera, super like low quality, bro. And I'm like, bro, if I'm gonna pay this much money, which I can get for like I can get a Tesla for this much money, that's not gonna. Little things like that will irk me. Like it's not gonna justify me buying a VinFast from Vietnam. You know what I mean? But that being said, the only reason I'm even saying this is because that's the first car that Vietnam has produced for American markets.
That's cool. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
VinFast.
VinFast.
Yeah, never seen it.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll go check it out. I just want to see what it looks like.
Yeah, so I wonder how much imports we get from Vietnam, because I know the car now and the car parts probably, but I'm sure we get some kind of like agricultural stuff too, but who knows what we really get, because they're not like, it's not like Japan or Taiwan where we're getting like semiconductor chips or like stuff that's like,
I know.
Yeah. And we got Mr. Z Knuckle, Moose Knuckle. He was talking about your dog. He says, "LOL, wow, he's got attitude," when he was driving. And we got
dogs. Dogs are just like their owners. It's a fact.
Oh, I already know.
You understand.
Yeah, no, definitely. And we got Golden Boy saying Teslas are bulletproof and are guaranteed to make money back. That is true. That is very true.
I'll take it.
Even Jay is trying to get a Tesla, and I never thought in my life I would hear him say I'm going to get an EV. But once that's the thing I'm talking about with cars. That's why I love cars, and I like my job, is because even the people that are like, oh, I'll never get this type of car, if they do something that's out of this world, you're going to reconsider. You're going to be like, and for Jay's sake, he was like, I'll never get an EV or a Tesla. Like, hell no. Because especially he sees all his neighbors have them. And now all of a sudden there's a game changer, and like, oh, damn, this Tesla can drive itself. Now you're
hey, bro. Hey, that, like I said, that's game changer.
Exactly.
Like, like my neighbor sold me on it. Like, I was like, what? Hey, man, that's winning life, bro. Like, frees me up to do other things so I don't even have to think. I can just do it. It's like, that's perfect, man.
Exactly.
There's times where I don't want to drive, man. Honestly.
Definitely. And I'm sure. Let me ask you this, actually, because I'm not sure. Let me ask you. So if that same technology came out and like, because I'm obviously it can't be in a manual car because obviously, but if that kind of technology came out in like an automatic Mustang, which I know you love Mustangs, would you choose or even the Mach-E, which they have already, for the Mustang? Would you choose the American Mustang Mach-E EV over a Tesla, or because Tesla is more proven and you got, all this, research that's already been done and all these sensors in the Teslas that are probably much more safer of an automated car? Which one would you choose?
To me, it's all on the AI. So my boy across the street told me the AI is just like Waymo.
Yeah.
So Waymo AI I know is excellent just because I've seen it for a long time now with Google.
Yeah.
Their AI is excellent. Like remember Cruise.
Yeah.
Their AI was horrid.
Oh, I know.
So that's the difference. So Uber bought Cruise. So they're gonna develop their AI excellent. I already know because they had the most cars on the road, more than Waymo. Remember?
Exactly.
So that's what I mean. So it all depends on the AI. I don't know how AI works with, can we use this technology? Is it the same? You know what I mean? I don't know how it works.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know if, we have our own, we got to create our own. I don't know. So I would have to see how it would work. Right. I wouldn't care if I go with the best AI car. Yeah, because I merely just, the only reason I'd want to support Tesla is because of Elon Musk. He's made me hella money,
Yeah.
but his AI, I was told, is the best besides Waymo.
Right.
That's what people have told me. That's
Yeah.
a fact.
And Waymo
And
is Google.
I know you, exactly. I know you even agree with that. I'm sure of
Yeah,
it.
definitely.
There you go. So that's what I mean. I'm basically, if I'm going to get an EV, it's for the AI only.
Yeah, and I mean, Tesla is at least like 5 to 6 years ahead of their competition because
That's what
they
I
have,
believe too. I believe that as well.
yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I mean. That's why I would, if other companies came out, like, because everyone's going to eventually come out with their own AI. They have to, or
Yeah.
else they're going out of business.
Right.
So that's what I mean. I don't know how other companies' AI is going to be. I don't know if, we're taking this one or we're going to use this AI. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'll see that down the road.
Right.
But by the time I get myself one, when it's legal, so you don't have to pay that fee that he's talking about, it'll probably be a Tesla. Why? Because that's going to be soon.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Which is going to be cool. Like, I have all gas cars. You know that.
Exactly.
I love my gas cars, but like to have one just to drive me around, oh, beautiful, bro.
Might as well.
Like I said, it eliminates that job of me saying, remember, like, so I have an old school, I
Yeah.
always was like, hey, you know what? Yeah, I'll hire me a driver to drive me around in it, right?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
With a Tesla, I don't need that. No more of that. Oh, just drive myself. Cool.
Shit.
Yeah, it'll drive me.
At one point, I thought I was going to be that driver.
This is true. This is true.
I like had a whole image in my head wearing the whole suit and tie thing with that little, English hat that goes all the way up.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro.
I already know your requests. Like you'll be a hard guy to please, man.
Hey man,
it would definitely be perfect for you, bro. Because you know what I mean. Like
for sure.
you'll never have to get mad if like a mistake.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like that, and that's for some, and especially for someone like me who will tint the windshield.
Yeah,
No one will even see.
Right.
Imagine cops seeing all the AI, bro. That makes them obsolete out here.
Right.
How do you pull over the AI cars? They can't even do it right now.
I know.
They used to get mad when I had my. So remember, I've had TVs for years now, in my cars.
Yeah.
Now Tesla has a huge computer.
Yeah.
They can't pull that over.
I know.
You see what I mean? That made that obsolete. That's why they don't even care anymore that I've been watching screens since 05.
Yeah.
Or even before that with all my cars. And that's what I mean. Like having AI vehicles, now it's going to make them even more like, oh, what do we do?
Right.
So
exactly.
Yeah, it's game changer, bro. Like you said.
Yeah, and we got Golden Boy with it's like the next step in mankind. Blade Runner predicted self-driving cars.
Yes, sir. He's right about that. I did a report on that in college.
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure. I didn't see the new Blade Runner though, but I saw the old one with Harrison Ford.
Yeah, that's the one they predicted it in?
Yeah, well, yeah. I didn't see the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how all the old school movies, you remember all the old school movies we talk about?
Yeah.
They always predict what's going on for the future, bro. It's like it's written. You know what I mean? Exactly. It's all in the script. Exactly. And so it's crazy. It's crazy.
All right. Now let's move on. Some other trending topics. So I got some Trump news for you guys as well. Talking after the Vietnam is going to loosen its tariffs and make it easier for us to trade with them. But Trump is actually announcing that he's about to put on another 25% tariffs on cars, ramping up the trade war. And that's from trading partners, including the European Union, Canada, and Japan. So, yeah. So you're, and what's funny about that is we just got a memo from Subaru, like corporate, which is in Japan, because Subaru is a Japanese company. So we just got a memo saying that by next month, the prices of the cars that we are showing now might be different because of these tariffs.
So it's going to be higher?
It's going to be higher, yeah, because now we're going to be adding 25%.
The 25%, yeah, I get it. I get it.
So that's kind of crazy because, we definitely are going to be feeling that effect. But, hey, Trump, I'm not mad because, hey, 25% extra, yes, people are going to have to pay. But like I said, it's going to make all these other companies start investing more in America at the end of the day anyway, So you're like,
yesterday.
Yeah, I was about to
Remember?
tell you. We just reported yesterday on Hyundai.
Hyundai. Yeah, Hyundai. $21 billion investment to build their first steel mill here.
Exactly.
Winning life, creating
This
thousands of
is
jobs.
this is exactly what we've been talking about for like the past 2 months now. That these tariffs is going to actually
Right?
be a good thing on the long run. You
Yeah,
know?
it's not short. It's not short game. It's exactly long run. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's strategy, bro. You know, anything in life is strategy.
Exactly.
You know
Exactly.
what I mean? And this, I like these strategies, man. He's putting moves in place. So down the road, we're like wins.
It looks to me like President Donald Trump has really not only done his homework, but I think he's a big believer in that book, The Art of War. You know?
Of course, he is Sun Tzu.
Yeah. Yep. He must that must have been like that's like his second Bible type thing. You know what I mean? Because everything he's doing is literally like kind of taking it from that book type thing. You know?
Of course,
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
he's a 4 life path, and he's a dog. He knows what he's doing, man. He was already president 4 years, or back the other term.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
he's implementing the stuff that he wanted to do before, but didn't know how.
right.
It's
Right.
beautiful. So it's
He's a dog.
awesome.
I didn't know he was a dog.
Me and him 4 life path both, and a dog.
How do you figure
So
out what your life path is?
you have to add up all your numbers. I'll tell you after the
Oh,
show.
that's the numerology, right? You're talking about numerology?
Exactly.
Because
Yeah.
I mean, me, you, and Trump are all dogs, but my life path
Exactly.
is my
Yeah.
life.
I wonder which. I'll do your numbers after.
I was going to tell you
You know.
I do know my numerology. I didn't know that was the same thing.
Oh, what's your life path? What
Mine
number?
is 6. 6.
You're 6. I don't. I'd have to look it up because I don't know that stuff by heart.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so on Donald Trump, it says, speaking at the White House on Wednesday, Trump said the tariffs would take back money from foreign countries that have been taking our jobs and taking our wealth. They've taken so much out of our country, and frankly, friend has of I don't know, the way they're saying this is like so weird, but calling the move exciting, Trump, who has pledged to revive manufacturing in the U.S., said the tariffs would spur growth like you haven't seen before, and we're definitely about to see that. The White House said in a fact sheet that the tariffs set to take effect on April 2nd would protect and strengthen the U.S. auto industry, which it claimed has been undermined by excessive imports, threatening America's domestic industrial base and supply chains. Foreign automobile industries, bolstered by unfair subsidies and aggressive industrial policies, have expanded, while U.S. production has stagnated. The White House said importers bringing in vehicles and parts under the United States-Mexico-Canada agreement would have the chance to certify what portion of their products are U.S. made, so that they only have to pay the tariff on non-U.S. content. Trump's announcement drew swift condemnation and expressions of concern from key trading partners, including the European Union, Canada, and Japan. And then you got President Ursula von der Leyen said the tariffs would be bad for business and worse for consumers. The EU will continue to seek negotiated solutions while safeguarding its economic interests. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney described the move as a direct attack on Canadian workers. We will defend our workers, we will defend our companies, we will defend our country, and we will defend it together. Well, I don't know what the hell Canada is talking about. We're talking about America. We're not even talking about Canada. Like, they'll still be able to make their parts and give it to us. It's just going to cost a little more. So, like, what the hell is Canada talking about? Anyway,
You
Japanese.
already know, bro. They get very, very,
They're weird. Canadians are so sensitive. Oh my god.
Yes, I know. Jesus.
Uh, Japanese Prime Minister said his government would consider appropriate measures in response to the tariffs. Naturally, we will consider all options, Ishiba said in remarks to Parliament. The bottom line is that we must consider what will best serve the national interests of Japan. You know what, bro? Yes, this is going to happen April 2nd, but I'm just thinking, like, we still, do you know how many days there are in March?
I'm guessing 31.
31. So, bro, I got literally 20, 27, 28, 29, 30. I got 5 days. So from now on, for the next 5 days, I'm going to be letting people know, yo, if y'all don't buy a car in the next 5 days with me, your prices are going up by like
25%.
Yeah. I'm about to be top salesman of the week, man. That's my strategy. I just thought about it.
It's really not a bad strategy because it's the
I'm
truth.
saying.
Be like, hey, President Trump, you got 5 days unless you want a quarter kicked up.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
just let them know, man.
That's all I'm gonna let him know.
Hey, I'm trying to hook you up,
Exactly. I'm doing my due diligence. I'm letting you know
right?
views. Like I'm hooking y'all up, So
I'm
come
doing you a favor.
exactly.
I love it, man. That's great.
Gotta do it. See, that's that salesman in me, man. It just comes out sometimes.
That's all good, man. We all have our life paths, man.
Yep.
We
All
all
right.
good. We're all good at something. We're talented. We're born with certain talents.
Yeah. And, and you know what? Robert De Niro says it best in his movie uh, A Bronx Tale. He says the worst thing in life is wasted talent, and we all have talent for something.
Facts.
You definitely don't want to waste that talent.
It's facts.
Yeah.
I've
Doing
always known my talents too. But learning the other stuff that I'm learning now, with the numbers and everything, it's crazy because it really translates to what I did like growing up and back in the day. I'm like, wow,
yeah,
now I understand why.
yeah.
The more I research it, I'm like, damn,
I
stuff
know,
is on point.
I know. Yeah, I like numerology too, man. I be studying that stuff too.
It's crazy, man.
It is.
Crazy, crazy on point, crazy accurate.
I know, and that's why. And shout out to the 43 people watching. But that's why we give you all the horoscopes every day because we like to help you to guide you along your way every day. Make
Yeah.
sure you do it for the next day on the show. But
And that, like I said, that's Western, which is okay. Western is fine.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, because I think because how many numbers are there in numerology? Too like everybody has how many? Like what does it go up to?
9.
9. Okay, so it actually might be easier to do numerology than astrology, right?
Yeah, but you need everyone's number, and there's a lot of factors that come into play. You got to figure out the Chinese zodiac, which, like how we're dogs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like everything comes into play. You got what day you were born on. That's another thing. You know what I'm saying? So everything comes into play.
Yeah, astrology is probably easier because of that.
Exactly. Way easier. Way easier. It just kind of, like you said, it's a good base to sum it up, and then boom,
Right.
get you on your way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on and let's talk about some CIA news. What's going on in the CIA?
Well, you know me, I always love reporting on the religious things. So, what was trending high today was the Ark of the Covenant. You know me, I've always tried to research that stuff. They've made movies about it. You know what I mean? And apparently, from this CIA document from Project Sunstreak, it basically just proves that there is an Ark of the Covenant, that it's real.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, it's located underground in the Middle East and guarded very heavily.
But for those who don't know, what is the Ark of the Covenant in the first place?
The Ark of the Covenant is it's got a lot of different ways to put it. Like it's very important in Jesus' time. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't even know the power of it. You know what I mean? But according to the Bible, it's how do I put it in like there's special powers that come out of this thing, like according to the Bible. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, like it's hard to put it, like, you know what I mean? It's basically it's houses the 10 commandments. Do you know what the 10 commandments are?
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, with the tablets.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, but this ark is very important in history. Do you understand?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, there's many different ways to describe its power because we don't even know its power because I wasn't alive in those times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's supposedly it, like I said, the 10 commandments are in it.
I got you.
You get it?
Yeah,
like the actual, yeah. So it's housing the 10 commandments. You get it?
I got you. So basically, what you're saying, it's like it's like some kind of like something that there's something in it, like a chest or something. Is that
Yes.
kind of what you're saying?
Yes. Like, yeah, exactly. Like it was transported because, like the whole Bible story, come down to have the 10 commandments on the tablets.
Oh, I got you.
Yes, exactly. And then, but that's what it was housed in, the Ark of the Covenant.
Oh, and
Yes, exactly. But
I'm
the
sorry.
CIA document proved this is real, and they found it, and they were looking for it in Project Sunstreak in 1988.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. It's so this is proven that they actually did find this is a real thing. That's
Yeah.
what I mean. We've seen it in the movies, and like, oh damn, I wonder if that is real. You know what I mean? And then you read about it in the Bible, and then it's like, oh shit. So now, yeah, this thing today, it's like, it's proven it was real. This is cool when they prove these things like that. I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of that's been going on lately.
And I pulled up a picture of it for everybody to see. It's a golden
Yeah.
wooden chest.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's got the wings on the side. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, good. You have a picture of it. Good.
Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, man, it's pretty crazy, man. So, like, what was the other thing that they found? I can't remember. Not recently, but Noah's Ark, another thing.
Oh, really? They found it?
Yeah. Well, they said there's I forgot what spots. I read about it last year. Like, there's two spots where it's like, oh damn, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and like I said, I believe in the whole timeline. I believe because I just reported last week the Shroud of Turin. Remember?
Yeah.
Jesus' cloth. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I mean. I believe everything has happened in history. I just believe they're wrong with the timeline, like the actual years.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what I mean by that? Like, I believe it all coincided. I believe it all existed. I just believe the years are wrong. That's it.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I wonder if this is something that like Trump is behind. You know what I mean? Like, did he? Because he basically overhauled the CIA, the FBI, and all those.
He could be. He's very. You see him always sign of the cross, always shouting out God. Always. He's very into that. So
Yeah.
he could be behind it. You never know.
So if they found it, what do you think in the future is going to happen with it? Do you think they're going to try to like transport it to the U.S. type thing? What do you think is going to happen?
Don't know. I have no idea. Like,
CIA is American.
I know, but yeah, but it's in the Middle East and it's heavily guarded.
Yeah.
You kind of don't want to start extra wars over certain things,
But they didn't say what part of the Middle East it's in, did they?
No, they just said it's underground and it's guarded by heavily guarded by entities, like a lot of entities.
Okay.
So probably really hard to get to.
The only country I think would be a problem to like bring it out of there to the U.S. would be like a country like Iran.
Yes, like, or Iraq, you mean?
Or no, I meant Iran because Iran they have nuclear power. Iraq, we basically destroyed Iraq, so Iraq is under the U.S. control in a way.
Okay.
Like,
so you're saying Iran?
Iran, because Iran is a nuclear power. They've always been kind of hostile towards America, and I'm talking about government, not people, just the government. Yeah. But so it's it'll be really hard to try to take something like that out of Iran if that's where it was. But if it was like Afghanistan or Iraq, because we basically kind of bombarded and we definitely did a lot of damage to those countries, we kind of still have a say in those countries in a way, So yeah, I don't think the Taliban in Afghanistan would be able to stop the CIA from trying to do something like that. You know what I mean? So,
have you ever seen the first Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yep.
That's about the Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah.
You know that, right? Okay, so I just wanted to let you know that's about the Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah.
When they found the thing and all the souls started, you remember they were taking souls at the end. Don't look at it. Yeah. So that was their interpretation of the Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah. And I know where you're getting at. You're trying to basically tell me that nobody's going to be able to take it because the entities are the ones that are guarding it. I'm just saying, what if, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that.
Yeah. Like I like so much history is in the Vatican archives.
Yeah.
And this thing, wherever it's at, I don't think it's going anywhere.
I know.
You know what I mean? But it does exist, and I'm happy to know that.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
This literally feels like you just did you did your, even though it's my turn, that we just did a conspiracy theory.
Hey, man, it's a good one, bro.
I know.
It's a good one, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we never did a conspiracy theory on this exact thing.
I didn't do the Ark of the Covenant, no.
Okay, so
I down the road, I always try to do all the religious ones, if you've noticed. Yeah, exactly. I always do the religious ones, man. So, but the fact that this came up as trending, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
You know, so I definitely had to speak on it, man.
All right. All right. Well, let's move on. Shout out to the 42 people watching. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share so we can give you this alpha every day, Monday through Friday. And man, I got some bad news for you, Jay.
What?
I got some bad news for you, brother.
What is it?
It says that there is a coffee recall in 15 states as FDA sets risk level.
And what coffee?
Oh, I'm going to tell you right now. So it says that
It's not what I buy.
hopefully.
I already know. No, I already know. Trust me, I buy some baller coffee.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
So it says a recall has been voluntarily issued for 692 cases of ground coffee, which were distributed across 15 states after some of the products were found to be mislabeled as decaffeinated, according to an alert filed with the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. The recall initiated by Massimo Zanetti, Beverage USA. Massimo.
Don't know.
I don't know if you buy that coffee or not.
Nope.
It says it involves their 12-ounce bags of their family branded Traverse City Cherry artificially flavored decaf light roast ground coffee. The product bears the UPC. I'm not going to go over that, and is marked with the code best before. Why it matters. The concern is due to the caffeine mislabeling, which could pose a health risk for consumers who avoid caffeine due to health conditions, pregnancy, or other medical reasons. For people avoiding caffeine for medical reasons, such as those of heart conditions, high blood pressure, or who are pregnant, accidentally consuming caffeine can lead to concerning symptoms like an irregular heartbeat, elevated blood pressure, or other complications. Individuals taking medication that could negatively interact with stimulants may also experience adverse effects. Those who are especially sensitive to caffeine or have quit it for health reasons might feel jittery, anxious, or experience digestive discomfort, headaches, or insomnia, especially if the coffee was consumed later in the day. However, drinking one of the mislabeled products would have little impact for those without caffeine sensitivities or medical restrictions. And the coffee recall as of right now is in Wyoming, Colorado, Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Ohio, Kentucky, and North Carolina. So those are the states
That sucks.
is being recalled.
I've never heard of that coffee though.
Oh, okay. It sounds good. I anything that has cherry in it, to me, is always like, okay, I want to try that. You know.
I'm pretty simple, man. Get my K cups and I'm good. K cups, espresso, we solid, bro.
I know.
Very easy, very easy.
It's gonna be funny. Watch, you got some people that are like never drink caffeine in their life. So, but they do mess with, for that coffee taste, they do mess with that decaf, and they're gonna.
That's crazy to me. Decaf. That's like drinking non-alcoholic beer.
So that's what I'm saying. So these people will imagine let's say the Amish, right? I don't know if the Amish drink coffee or not, but let's say let's give as an example, let's use them and say that they don't drink coffee, but you got
they don't drink coffee. They don't drink coffee. You're right. They do not drink coffee.
They do not. So let's say you got some of them that are like, you know what? I'm gonna have my cup of Joe, which is my decaffeinated cherry Massimo coffee, and they try this for the first time. Like, bro, that's like cocaine, brother. They're gonna be on it. They're gonna be like, "Ooh, where was this all my life?" And they're gonna be on it. You know what I mean? We might see some addiction levels going up in some of these states.
The Amish, man. Yeah, no, they don't drink coffee because it's a stimulant.
Yeah, exactly. So that's gonna be kind of crazy. Some of these people, I mean, it does come from the cocoa beans, right? Like from the cocoa.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Man, that's funny. That's too funny.
And I got one other trending topic for you, and the only reason I want to talk about this one was because it had in the trending news. It was like over 1 million views in trending.
Oh, what?
And it's celebrity stuff, but it's basically the Avengers Doomsday cast. They wanted a lot of people, I guess, are interested in that. So for that, we're gonna have. So this is for the Avengers Doomsday for the movie coming out. The cast is gonna include Hemsworth as Thor, Mackie's Cap, Fantastic Four, and original X-Men.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool, because yeah, I'm not really into it myself, but it was trending so high. I wanted to really report on it.
It was earlier. I saw it when I first got up. It was taking over everything, Avengers. But then obviously as time goes on, the trends switch. So by the time it's nighttime, it's mostly my trends is all sports.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
And, and it does say that the movie will be released in May of 2026 with the
Oh, so next year. Okay.
yeah, will be the fifth Avengers movie and the first since 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, are you into the Avengers at all? Into the whole series?
I've seen them. I mean, I'm not huge on the series. I mean, they're cool. They're cool movies. They're not anything I'm like, oh man, I gotta watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Um,
they're good movies. They're good movies, you
yeah.
know.
And I guess Shannon Tatum is going to be in it too. So he played in the X-Men's Gambit.
Yeah, he's Gambit. Yeah, I was gonna say he's Gambit. So
Yeah.
that's what I mean. So it's like, I mean, like I said, when you're combining everyone and like, it's cool. But
And
I just like, yeah,
one of my favorite
Uh,
actors is going to be there, and that's Robert Downey Jr. He's going to be
yeah,
playing Doctor
Iron
Doom.
Man. Oh, he's Doctor Doom.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's not Iron Man no more.
Nah.
Okay. So yeah, he was Iron Man for a long time.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. So
That's kind of cool. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, that is our Avengers. Just wanted to Doomsday cast, and yeah, there's probably some more that I missed the names, but I just kind of went over like the most big ones that people
yeah,
would
of course.
actually know. So all right. So talking about celebrity news and movies, let's get into Jay's movie of the day. What you watching,
Oh
Jay?
yeah. Oh yeah.
What
I don't
kind
know.
of
I was in
scary,
a
man? What are you watching, Jay?
Yeah, I was in a different mood, man. I was in a different mood. I was watching a good movie, man.
What
You
are
know
you
what this
watching?
is or no?
Hell no, this is scaring the shit out of me right now.
Well, okay, so this is it's called The Purge.
Oh, I know that's the first one.
Yeah, the very first one.
Okay, yeah, I don't remember it first how long. I've seen it, but I so long ago.
Oh man, The Purge is one of my favorite movies, bro.
No, for sure, for sure.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. I was just in a purge mood. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But it yeah, definitely is. There's levels to the purge, man.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like when it first came out, I was like, damn. Like I wonder, because you know what it's about, right? Or no?
yeah.
Yeah. So
You're
what
gonna
if
have to
we
say it
did have?
anyway.
What if we had that? What if we had that in America?
I know you're gonna have to say what it's about anyway, so you might as well
Oh
tell me.
yeah. Okay, yeah. So basically, the purge is it's something they created for American people that they give you one full day, 24 hours to commit whatever crime you want, including murder. So basically, an alarm goes off like, welcome to the annual purge, and then boom, you're allowed 24 hours to do any illegal activity, and then once that 24 hours is done, you go back to normal life.
Also, it was I didn't know it was any illegal activity. I thought it was just like
Any,
taking people out type thing.
no, you can murder, you can do whatever you want.
Damn. Okay.
As long, yeah, crime will not be held against you for 24 hours.
Oh, okay. I got
The
you.
founding fathers of, like how they have the whole thing. The founding fathers have blah 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 blah.
Yeah, this was like done by some elites, right? Like the elites made that happen for that movie.
I Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Okay.
But like like it'd be crazy if we had something like that.
Right.
I've had this conversation with a lot of people like throughout the years, man.
I know.
One of my favorite movies, man. I love The Purge, man. It's a series, obviously. You know what I mean?
I mean, the one good thing I would see coming out of this movie, if this was like in real life, is that you would definitely have more families sticking together in America.
You'd have more family, and you have more weapons, you'd have more everything.
Yeah.
You wouldn't put stuff out there for everyone to know. You wouldn't be vulnerable. You wouldn't be like, oh, okay, I'm going to share all this so you know exactly where I live and everything, what I drive. You'd be a lot more cautious if we had stuff like The Purge.
Shit.
So no one could just be like, oh, yeah, he drives that and he lives there. How about on the Purge day, we go over there and just try to boom, you know what I mean? Like they're doing right now in this movie.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
and if that really existed, Elon Musk will be like, he's already like super rich, but he'd be like super, super rich, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because everybody would be rolling in a cyber truck that day.
Well, I would have already spent money to bulletproof all my cars. You can bulletproof your cars, you know that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It just costs 6 digits to do,
Well, I was
which
saying
kind
you
of.
might as well just buy the Cybertruck for like,
Well,
60.
yeah, now exactly. You know what I mean? But throughout the years, The Purge came out what 20, maybe 2010. I can't even remember.
Right, right.
So it's been out a long time. You know what I mean? So
Let me ask you though, if the purge was real, would you be doing some killing of your own? Is there somebody that you kind of been wanting to take out lately?
no, I don't hold grudges like that, man. But I'm definitely someone who would definitely I'd be a part of the Purge for sure.
Yeah. For
I
me,
have I have certain sides to me. So I'm very moral, very by the, by law because of my four life path. But being that I'm born on the 21st, which is 2/1, which is a lot of 21s are like they're a three, which means it's like a crime. The letter C, crime, Gambino crime family, like stuff like that. I have that side to me.
yeah.
It's crazy. So that's what I mean. Like, but I know better because I know moral.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but I would definitely, I would partake for sure in the purge for
I mean,
sure.
you did associate yourself for the longest time with a Coleon.
Yes, I know. Oh yeah, for sure. Well, that's my other profiles. You know what I mean? That for the longest, everyone knows me from that.
Right.
But that's what I mean. Like, I definitely would be a part of the purge, like for
Yeah.
sure. But I'm also, like I said, if the purge, like, there's only 24 hours,
Yeah.
only so much you can do. You know what I mean? And then
So
I
what
go
would you
back
be
to a
doing
normal
though
life.
if you didn't want to kill nobody, if you don't hold grudges? What would you have been doing in the purge?
No, I'm saying I don't hold grudges like what you think. Like if I wanted to go kill, I would kill.
Yeah, I know for sure.
24 hours of doing whatever you want.
But there's nobody in your mind right now that if that happened, you'd be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go after this guy, right?
No, because I would never I don't spend my energy like that. It's a waste to I'm gonna go kill this person. I don't hold grudges like that. My energy goes towards that, like maybe 10 years ago I've been like that, but my energy these days, business, wealth, health, all that. If someone makes me mad at, like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't put energy towards that. It's pointless. It's wasted energy, wasted thought, wasted. And I don't need to be thinking about that. Exactly,
Yeah.
So yeah, but that's what I mean. That's what a day like that would be for.
Okay. Hold on.
You know what I mean?
And
So
and I'm just gonna get it out there. If the purge was real, I'm just gonna say this message: if the purge was real, we'll pretend that this is the day of the purge. This is my message. Ivan, the Russian, who's been giving me a hard time with this car sale, you will be the one, brother. That's my message. I would chop your head off, and I would burn
this fucking guy.
Subaru.
That's hella funny, bro.
Just
But
joking.
yeah, man.
Just
It's
joking.
but hella good movie, bro. Hella good movie.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. And yeah, so 1 through 10, what do you give it?
9.8.
9.8.
Oh,
Nice.
it's high, bro, because it was a game changer. The only thing that they took from another movie was the masks they
Yeah,
used.
I've seen that.
They took that from The Strangers.
Yeah,
So Strangers came out like 5, 6 years before,
yeah,
and that was a true story.
right.
So The Strangers was a true story. Like, I forgot what North Carolina, one of those cities were. Did you seen that movie or no?
Which one?
The Strangers?
Sounds very familiar. I probably
Yeah, it's like three people who put on masks who just decided to terrorize these people by knocking on the door, asking for different people, and then just terrorize them one night.
yeah,
Crazy.
yeah,
But that's where they got these masks from in the Purge.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
9.8, huh?
Oh yeah. I now the other Purges, I don't think they're as good. This one, way better.
Yeah,
It's like the best one because, like I said, it's like it was. Well, hold on. What's going on in this movie? Like it was game changer stuff.
right.
You know what I mean? But the other ones are cool. They're just not. I don't think they're as good as this one.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Bro, I can't stop looking at your dog. He literally looks like a stuffed animal to me right now.
What? Oh, he's sleeping.
He's been in that position for like the longest time, bro. I'm just like,
He's tired. So I did it different. We usually eat after my show.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
ate before it today.
Oh, I got you. No wonder.
That's why he's hella tired. After he eats, he's like,
Yeah, he's done.
yeah, yeah. He
But it's funny because he keeps one eye open. Like sometimes, like I see.
no. So he has husky eye.
Yeah, yeah.
Huskies sleep with their eye in it. You see the white. You know what I mean?
You're alive. You're alive.
So usually it's funny because people don't know that. Like they get tripped out. Like, is he okay? Like you'll see the white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I can see. I can see it from this camera. Like that, I can see like
Yeah.
a little white spot every once in a while. He would open his eye,
Yeah.
kind of just making sure everything's cool. But see,
Yeah,
he heard me talking about him, so he changed.
Yes, he did, and he has his tongue out, and yeah, he's tired.
Oh man, Rocky Bear, what's going on with you, brother?
He's sleeping.
Oh man, does he have his tongue out?
Yeah, he sleeps with his tongue out.
Oh, right. Nice.
Tongue out and eye all husky eye.
Yeah, that's tight. That's tight.
Kind of funny, man. Yeah. So
Cool.
yeah, but yeah, The Purge, man.
The Purge, and what? Whose movie should we do? Should we do Ethan Hawke?
Yeah, you can do Ethan Hawke. You know what I mean? Like out of everyone in that movie, the only other person who's popular would be Lena Headey. Shout out her. She's you probably you never saw Game of Thrones, huh?
Nah, never.
She was Cersei Lannister in Game of Thrones.
Gotcha.
So shout out her because that was one of the best roles I've ever seen in my life.
Okay.
Yeah, she was Queen Cersei.
Which one do you want to do? You want to do her, or you want to do Ethan Hawke?
No, we could do Ethan Hawke has hella movies. Do Ethan Hawke.
Okay.
That dude has movies for days, bro.
So Ethan Hawke movies, man. What's your favorite one?
Ah, shit. Oh man. That's tough. He has so many damn movies. I don't know, man.
Maybe because he has so many, we could do two on both. The
Yeah, right. I know. Okay, I'll go. One of my favorite ones of his is called Taking Lives.
Oh, okay.
It's with Angelina Jolie.
Never heard of it.
Oh man, excellent film if you haven't seen it. It's crazy.
What is that one about?
You know what I mean? Literally taking lives, like someone killing but taking someone's identity.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a really good one actually.
Definitely.
I don't want to give too much away. And remember, he was in Training Day before, so
yeah.
That was one of my favorite roles of his too, besides Taking Lives. So
right.
I'll go with those two.
So Training Day and Taking Lives.
Yeah, and obviously this one, he's excellent in that movie, The Purge.
And then say two underrated movies of his.
So many movies.
You could have said Taking Lives as underrated because I don't think a lot of
well, I don't think it's underrated. He played a hell of a part in it, man.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, like he was the one, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was that dude, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know what underrated would be for Ethan Hawke, man. Maybe White Fang? Do you remember White Fang?
I was gonna use that as my underrated too, so that's.
Okay, yeah. Like I was like, oh yeah, he was in White Fang, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I would say is underrated. That's old school. White Fang was a good one too.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a really good movie. But yeah, that's what I would say for underrated. You know.
You want to do two or just one for that one?
Yeah, one's cool. One's cool.
Okay.
Guy has so many movies. It's crazy, man.
I know.
He was a good actor.
Yeah, he was.
Very good actor.
Okay, so then let me say mine. So my favorite.
I'm curious what your favorite movie of his is.
See, I'll say two, obviously, but hold on.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so my two favorite. Like you said, man, it's a very tough one. He has so many, and
He has hella movies.
And yeah, wow, Lord of War.
Oh, you like Lord of War? You like that one?
Yep.
Okay.
My favorite movies because it comes. A lot of it is a lot of the deals were based from countries around my country.
Okay. I'll take
Lord
that.
of War, and that was a good one. It was based on a true story, so I liked it.
Yeah.
And besides Lord of War, what else can I go with? Man, That was such a hard thing to say. Such a hard thing.
Go with the other true story.
I know, right? I know.
You know which one I'm talking about too. That shit was crazy, dude. I didn't mention that one. I totally forgot. I was like, oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He wasn't that.
You know, my second favorite. I really enjoyed this movie was Black Phone. The Black Phone.
Which one?
The Black Phone from 2021.
I don't know. See, I don't know. That's never seen it.
You never seen that Black Phone?
No.
It was so good that they're coming out this year with a part 2 of it.
What? Okay. What is it?
Black Phone was about Ethan Hawke playing he was playing a sadistic masked killer who like dressed as a clown, and he would basically kidnap like kids and stuff, and then like basically like I would say pretty much.
No shit.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's almost like he tortured them, which he did, but he gave them an option to like if they listened to him and they like kind of like did what he told them, he almost like would like let him escape. But because almost every single kid always tried to just like somehow escape, then he basically killed them. And
shit.
then
I never even heard of it.
yeah, you got to watch it if you never heard of it because it's
that's crazy.
You like horror movies, right?
Of course.
Yeah, so this is basically like a horror movie from him, and
that's what I'm saying. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, never heard of it.
So Black Phone, very good movie. I really enjoyed that one, and like I said, the other one was the Lord of War. As far as underrated, it's really hard because he doesn't have many underrated. But,
that's what I mean.
But I guess if I had to pick one, I guess I would say Alive from 19.
That's the one I was talking about.
Oh, okay. So there we go.
That's the one I wanted you to mention because that's a true story.
Yeah, exactly.
Not
many people seen it, so that's the thing.
Well, that's what I mean, and it's iconic for that one part that I remember, and I was like, no, they're not. No,
they're eating each other.
Yes, I was like, no. I was like, no, they can't. Oh my God, they're gonna do it.
Yeah, definitely.
I was a kid when I saw that, and I was like, no, don't do that.
Definitely.
That was crazy. I was like, oh hell no.
Other notable movies of his, I would say the Magnificent Seven. He was in that one. That was a pretty good one. I don't know if you ever seen The Northman. That I think it's like a Netflix movie, but
no, I haven't seen that one.
That one has been pretty popular over the like.
I believe I saw Sinister. I think that was a good one. Sinister.
Okay. Sinister.
Yeah, that was a really good one. So that was another horror film. So
yeah. I guess he played a movie. He played Hamlet. I never seen that one. But
I know the story, but I never seen the movie.
Yeah. I don't remember. I watched this movie. I really liked it, and I was gonna actually say this movie as one of my favorites, but I don't remember him in the movie. But I just checked the cast, and his name is up there. So I don't know if he either played a little small part or he was part of the director like whole thing. And that one is Knives Out. That was a really great movie. I love that movie.
Don't know that one.
Yeah, really good movie. If you like. I can't say that's. Let me see what is based. Knives Out. It's a horror movie. Yeah, it doesn't say. I don't think it's a horror movie, but it's up there. Not basically. I'll put it to you. Knives Out is basically. This is how I can put it to you. It's like Chef Ramsay, basically, getting criticized to the point where he's just gonna take the biggest critiques of his. He basically plans the smartest shit ever and gets them all together and basically takes them out.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
Gangster like that, huh?
Yeah, and you would like that movie because the cast is really good. You got Ana de Armas, right? De Armas.
Ana de Armas is in it?
Yep, Ana de Armas.
Oh shit! Okay.
You got Daniel Craig.
Oh, Daniel Craig is a good actor. It's James Bond right there.
Yeah, exactly. You got Chris Evans, Michael Shannon, Catherine Langford, and Christopher Plummer.
That's hella people, man.
I'm saying, you even got Jamie Lee Curtis in this movie, bro.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's a mystery thriller. That's what.
Oh yeah, that's right up my alley.
Yeah, exactly. Knives Out, bro. That's
Knives Out. Okay.
Recommend.
Yes, I have so many movies I gotta see.
That's why we
this is great.
Those, because I'm sure.
That's what I mean. It's great. I always like, damn, I got movies I gotta see. This is great.
Right. And And one other notable one, I guess we could say of his would be Brooklyn's Finest. He was in that.
He was?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know. Well,
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
He was Sal. I don't know if you remember the characters, but he was
I
Sal.
don't.
Yeah. So he played a big part in that one. He's actually on the cover of the movie. You know, one of the
Okay.
guys on the cover. So yeah, those would be the ones I would say are notable. That I mean, I'm sure there's other ones that he did.
Yeah,
Like,
he has hella movies,
yeah,
bro. So.
he did play in the Purge, Anarchy, afterwards, and
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if you've seen this movie. I never seen it, but a Good Kill or Good Kill from 2014.
No.
I never seen it, but it looks like it might have been a good movie, like on just the way it
He
looks.
has a lot of good like those type of movies.
Exactly. So yeah, and that is our movie of the day. That's pretty much it for that. All right, guys, let's move on and let me give you some crypto pricing, man. Let's see what's going on with crypto today because lately it's been kind of going up and the fear and greed index started going up. So let me tell you guys what pricing is today, where we at with it. All right, guys. So we got Bitcoin right now sitting at 87,000. Yes, sir. 87,509. It is up 0.20% in the last 24 hours. Then we got Ethereum, your biggest altcoin, sitting at 2,030. It is down 1.11%. And then let's see, Fear and Greed Index, it is at 33. So it is going 1 point down from yesterday and the other day to 33, still in orange tier. It was kind of going up into the yellow tier, but I got a feeling the only reason it might have gone down today is because, again, whenever there's news about like tariff tax and all that, we like we just reported earlier, we have another 25% about to like be imposed, on cars and other things. So I think that might have brought it down. But look, it's not even at this point. I think people are starting to understand what's happening and the good that's coming out of it because Hyundai just announced, their investment of 21 billion into America. So it's not going down as much as it probably would have if people didn't start kind of waking up and realizing this. So, excuse me. And yeah, so that is Fear and Greed Index. Your crypto market cap as a whole is at 2.86 trillion. It is up 0.4%. Your top 5 trending coins, we got number 1, beer. That's down. Holy moly. It's trending because it just like crashed. It's at 93%. It crashed 93.58%. It literally was like somewhat up sideways, and it just like took it looks like a straight downfall. Number 2, your top trending coin is Floki. That one is up 6.70%. Number 3 is Cake. That one is up. It is down actually 5.3%. Number 4 is Alt, ALT. That one is up 5.7%. And number 5, we got AGI. That one is up 27.17%. As far as your top 5 gainers of the day, we got number 1 as Flaky. That one is up 846% in the last 24 hours. Number 2 is Dojo. That one is up 833%. Number 3, one of my favorite coins, CatX, KATEX. It's like the next meme coin, cat meme coin after PopCat. And that one is up 636%. Number 4, we got Turbo Trump. That one is up 567%. Number 5, we got Pepe Trump. That one is up 483%. Let me see if there's any notable mentions I can tell you guys about when it comes to that. I guess number 21, Sora Grok. 205% up right now. Besides that, there's a new one I never heard of. Number 32, we got Monkey Shit Inu. That one is up 60%. Okay.
Classic.
That's a funny one, right?
Classic.
Yeah, exactly. And number 38, a new one. We got my name, so I'm going to mention it. We got Chris World Assets, CWA. That one is up 47%. Let's see. Anything else? Let's see. This one looks kind of cool. I guess I'll mention it. I think I mentioned it before too. Number 52, we got Costco hot dog. That one is up.
Costco hot dogs.
Yeah, somebody really likes the hot dogs at Costco.
Oh Jesus, man!
So that one is up. Yeah, that one is up 32%. And last one I'm going to mention, number 58, which is Pooh, and that it's POO, like Winnie the Pooh. but that one is up 30%.
Telling you, man, this is why certain coins get very bad reps.
Oh, I know. It is what it is. It is what it is. We like to have fun on the show, so we get to mention these
I'll
kind of
stay
fun
with my
things.
lair ones. I'll stay with my lair ones.
Oh, I know. But hey, but not okay. Like layer ones, I understand. But check it out. We definitely like look at Cat X. We've been reporting on this for months, and it's been going up.
Literally months. Literally months.
You know,
I think
so
you've reported on CADX since the first show.
exactly. So
Actually, no, it was like the third because you were reporting on one before that. Remember?
exactly.
Yeah,
Cat X.
but CADX.
Yeah, Cat X is one of those coins where I'm sold, bro. And as soon as I get that first check from this new job, I'm definitely putting money into Cat X, bro, because I'm
I'm
sold.
not, but I know you'll make money from it. But you got to
Yeah.
learn when to take it out.
No, this is going to be play money. It's just play money, like because
Oh,
I
okay.
don't feel like we're about to go into like a crypto downfall. I think we're in the bull
Yeah,
market.
yeah,
We're not going to get into a bear market at least until another like year or two. So
yeah.
I think it'll be a safe bet to invest in a coin, a shit
I
coin,
think,
like that.
yeah, but that's what I mean. I think that one you're fine because you report it
Exactly.
every day. CADX, man.
Exactly.
You
So
know what I mean?
I'll wait till it's like, till it's not a top gainer, till it's like number 38, like or like 40. I'll invest in it that day, and then from there, I mean, it's going to be in the top gainers again, and then I'll be good. So
The
uh,
other one was Wedgie. Remember?
yeah, wedgie, yeah, wedgie. Oh, that's always wedgie, Floki, freight,
Floki.
Floki.
That's it.
Yeah, so those are always like the top gainers that we've been reporting on.
Wedgie and Floki.
Yeah, yeah.
Cat X though, you mentioned the most
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
the most. Yeah, definitely. So that's a good one. All right, guys, let's get into tomorrow's weather. We got, let's see, your coldest spot for tomorrow is going to be again in Michigan, Saint Stay Mary. It is at 38 degrees tomorrow, partly cloudy. And then we got your hottest spot is going to be Tampa. Oh no, sorry, Phoenix at 92 degrees. But if you want an enjoyable hot spot, the next one from there is going to be Tampa at 87 degrees, nice and sunny there. If you're going from West Coast to East Coast, we're going to be in San Francisco, where we're at 60 degrees and cloudy. In LA, San Diego, 67 and cloudy. Seattle is going to be raining at 59 degrees. And let's see, Salt Lake City, you guys are going to be partly cloudy at 76. Las Vegas, 87 and windy. Phoenix, you're going to be, I already reported that, 92. Billings, Montana, 77, partly cloudy. Denver, you guys are going to be partly cloudy at 79. In Albuquerque, you are the same as Denver, 79, partly cloudy for your average day high tomorrow. Then we got Kansas City is going to be 80 degrees, partly cloudy. Oklahoma City, 83, partly cloudy. Dallas, you guys are going to be at 78 and cloudy. While Houston, you guys are going to be raining at 71. And San Antonio, you guys are going to be only at 66 and raining as well. Minneapolis, you're going to be partly cloudy at 61 tomorrow. Chicago, you guys are going to be raining at 54. Detroit, you guys are going to be at 58 and partly cloudy. Cincinnati, 60 degrees, partly cloudy. While St. Louis, you guys are going to be at 66 and raining. Memphis, 84 degrees tomorrow and partly cloudy. While New Orleans, you guys are going to be cloudy at 82 for your average day high. And then we got Miami, partly cloudy at 80 degrees, while Jacksonville is going to be at 78 degrees and partly cloudy. Atlanta tomorrow, 76 and sunny. Charlotte, you guys are going to be at 71 and sunny. Washington, D.C., you guys are going to be sunny at 61 degrees, while Buffalo, you guys are going to be partly cloudy at 47 degrees. New York City, you guys are going to be sunny at 53 degrees. And last but not least, we got Boston, partly cloudy at only 49 degrees for your average day high tomorrow, March 27th. All right, guys, that is going to be your weather for tomorrow. We know some of you travel, so we definitely want to report that for you in this and all these alpha that we're giving you every day. Shout out to the 42 people watching. And let's get into one of our favorite segments, our horoscopes for tomorrow. So we always like to start off with the first house of the zodiac, which is Aries, which is also my sign. So Aries, tomorrow, March 27th, you may feel dull and minor health issues could trouble you. It is advised to postpone any business investments or new ventures as financial losses are likely. Be cautious with your gains as they might turn into losses. Then we got our Taurus. Blessed by the moon, you will be able to make quick and effective decisions in your professional life. New business opportunities may come your way, boosting your confidence. Collaborating with a partner could lead to innovative ideas that enhance business growth in the near future. Then we got our Gemini. With the moon's blessing, your work performance will be strong, possibly leading to a promotion or transfer with financial benefits. You may also consider changing jobs. Your relationship with your boss will improve, and any chronic health issues will see relief, bringing happiness to your life. Then we got our Cancer. Confidence will be high tomorrow, thanks to the moon's positive influence. You will make important decisions without hesitation and are likely to spend time and money on family and friends. Love life will be harmonious or harmonious, and job seekers may find opportunities with the help of friends. Then we got J sign, Leo. You may feel low and unmotivated tomorrow. Arrogance might affect both your professional and personal relationships. A lack of confidence may hinder creativity at work. It is advised to stay calm and focus on self improvement. Then we got our Virgo. Be mindful of your words tomorrow, as blunt or loose talk may offend those around you. Avoid unnecessary spending on worthless items. Your mind may be overactive, so exercise patience before making any major decisions. Then we got our Libra. Quick decision making will work in your favor tomorrow, bringing benefits in daily life. Difficult choices will become easier with the support of colleagues. Property related disputes with siblings may be resolved, and short trips are likely. Then we got our Scorpio. Similar to Virgo, you must be cautious with your words tomorrow. Thoughtless speech may negatively impact your relationships. Avoid impulsive purchases and take your time before making any significant decisions. Then we got Sagittarius. You may not feel your best tomorrow, as old health issues could resurface, leading to frustration. Rushed decisions might backfire, so think carefully before taking action. Be mindful of your spending to avoid unnecessary expense. Then we got our Capricorn. A peaceful mind will allow you to make sound financial decisions. Investing capital in business may increase liquidity and strengthen your financial position. Romance will flourish, enhancing harmony in family life. Singles may find a suitable match, and lovebirds might take the next step toward marriage. Students will be blessed with good karma. Then we got our Aquaries. A happy and productive day awaits you tomorrow. Losses may turn into profits, and your seniors will appreciate your work. Career advancements in the form of promotions or new responsibilities are likely. Opponents and hidden enemies will be under control. Singles and couples may take significant steps toward marriage with family support. Then, last but not least, we got our Pisces. The moon's blessings will bring happiness and relief for your last week's struggles. Your hard work will financially be acknowledged, and with the support of subordinates, you will complete pending tasks. Business gains will improve financial stability. All right, guys. Well, that is our horoscopes for tomorrow, March 27th. Like I said, we like to do that to kind of help guide you on your day. You don't have to take everything word by word, but definitely I know this will affect some of you. So please take it as it is, and yeah, we definitely are here to guide you in that journey of life that we call it. All right, guys. So we got our last segment of the day, and that is the conspiracy theory. So it is going to be my conspiracy theory, and I guess we've been kind of talking kind of on the religious kind of spec of things, and mine is not really so religious as it is kind of on the spiritual religious side, I guess you could say. And what my conspiracy of the day is going to be about the Hopi tribe, the Native American tribe, the Hopi. And shout out to any of my Native Americans, folks, if y'all watching. Thank you guys so much for being here as well. Hopefully, chime in if anything I say about the Hopi tribe is not what you guys have learned or believe if you are from the Hopi tribe. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, let's dive into the ancient mystery that connects Native American prophecy, extraterrestrial encounters, and the fate of our civilization as a whole. So we're talking about the Hopi people, their legendary ant people, and their prophecies about the future. Could these ancient stories hold the key to understanding UFOs and our own destiny? So, guys, let's break it down. Who are the Hopi? The Hopi are one of the oldest indigenous tribes in North America, residing in what is now Arizona. Their traditions and oral history date back thousands of years, carrying stories of past cataclysms and survival. Unlike many other tribes, the Hopi have preserved their knowledge and prophecies with astonishing detail. So let's go into the legend of the Ant People. The Hopi have a story about beings they call the Ant People who played a crucial role in their survival. According to legend, the Ant People took the Hopi underground during times of great destruction on the surface, possibly massive floods, fires, or cosmic events. The Ant People were described as humanoid but with insect like qualities, large heads, slender bodies, and elongated limbs. Some researchers compared their description to the modern day gray alien encounters. The Hopi were taught agriculture, survival techniques, and even spiritual wisdom by these beings. So, guys, let's get into the Hopi prophecies and their UFO connection. The Hopi believe we are living in the fourth world, with three previous worlds having been destroyed due to corruption, war, and disregard for nature. Their prophecies warn that humanity is nearing the end of this fourth world with signs that eerily match modern events. So we also, we got the blue star Kachina prophecy. The Hopi predict that a blue celestial body will appear in the sky, marking the end of an era. Some believe this could be a UFO event or even a cosmic body like the planet Nibiru. Then we also have the day of purification. It is a time when the earth will cleanse itself through natural disasters, societal collapse, and spiritual awakening. Some believe UFO sightings in modern times are directly related to the return of the Ant people, watching and waiting for the moment to intervene or guide select individuals. So now let's talk about the government cover-ups and the Hopi connection. The Hopi have long been aware of non human entities, and their traditions describe encounters that resemble modern abduction stories. Could their underground dwellings and survival stories hint at the presence of hidden extraterrestrial bases? The US government has allegedly monitored Hopi land and has restricted access to certain sacred sites. And why? Some speculate that the Hopi's warnings about the future align with secret knowledge that world governments don't want us to know. And let's talk about the Hopi's message for the future, because they do, they always have, been on point and telling us about their message that's been handed down, over the decades and, for the future. So the Hopi stress the importance of living in harmony with nature, warning that technological greed and spiritual decay will lead to destruction. Their elders have urged humanity to prepare for a major shift, possibly a new world cycle or an intervention from higher beings. Some believe the Ant people will return to help those who have remained spiritually pure and connected to the earth. So, guys, basically, in conclusion, the Hopi legends about the Ant people and their prophecies of destruction and renewal may hold hidden truths about our past and future. And, are UFOs a sign that the Ant people are watching? Are we on the verge of another world ending event? What do you think? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and always share, because we definitely want everybody to be hearing our alpha that we give you guys every day. Shout out to the 42 people watching, and that was my conspiracy theory. I hope you kind of took it in stride, and if you guys are more interested, definitely do some research on the Hopi tribe, on their people. They're very insightful. They have a lot of religious background, a lot of different things that they're very knowledgeable about, and that has been preserved over the years, and they definitely have a message for us all. So definitely, do your own research and look into that. That being said, let us get into Jay's final words of wisdom. What is that, brother? What you got for us today? Throwing Megan Fox.
I'll say, you are the average of the five people you surround yourself with. That's what I'm going to go with today. I believe people don't understand that because a lot of people have negative influences and negative just beings around. And the more they surround themselves with that, you ever heard that saying, if you hang out with 5 millionaires, you're gonna be the sixth one.
Right.
It's just how it is. Like it's law. It's just
Exactly.
how it works. You are a product of your environment. If you
Exactly.
surround yourself with negative, you're gonna be negative. It's just how it is. Like
Yeah.
it's just how law works. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Definitely.
So people need to understand that. Like I don't think a lot of people don't understand that. You know what I mean? That's why I'm very picky who I even hang out with. You know, like you know what I mean by that? Like I'm cool with a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? But my inner circle is very small.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Same way, man.
yeah, that's what I'm going with today because people need to really learn that. I don't think enough people really understand that because it goes in one ear and out the other. You could tell because people's lives, if you want to improve your life, you have to make change.
Yep.
And constantly, it's like I said, one ear and out the other. It's like people who say, yeah, I'm gonna hit the gym, yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. And they go for however long, and then it's like it's not a part of their day now. And it's like, okay.
I have a real excuse about that though, Jay.
No, we're not.
I
I'm
just
not
choked.
talking about what the hell. I was like, bro, no, no. I'm just giving you an example.
No,
I'm
I
giving
know.
you an example because it's like it's the same principle.
Right.
You know what I mean? People like, it could go one ear and out the other. You wanna inflict change, you gotta be changed, man. It's
Exactly.
really not difficult. Like to some like people just they get set, dude, and then like once they're set, it's like, okay, I get it. I totally understand, man. You
Yeah.
know? But if you really want stuff to change, you have to be changed.
Exactly.
Simple.
Exactly.
Simple. That's what I'll go with.
Cool. Cool. Very, very well said. And like, I knew you were just, I was just joking with you too, because it was funny because it does kind of pertain to me as well. But I know I'm still working out at home, and you've seen what I'm doing with my life. You know what I mean? Like, it's funny.
Yeah. It just I wasn't talking
I
about
know. I know. It just kind of came out funny.
you. Yeah,
Uh,
just
but yeah, definitely going off of what you said. I got two quotes I'm going to read, and then I'm going to end the show there. But so yeah, one of my quotes is I'm gonna. There's a funny one kind of, and there's like a real spiritual one. But I'm going to go with the real spiritual one first.
yeah.
A seed grows with no sound, but a tree falls with a huge noise. Destruction is loud, but growth is silent. Choose your
Yes.
environment wisely. You know.
Good. Very good. I like that.
Yeah, and
That's
the
actually really true.
It is. It is. And the second one I got to kind of leave you guys to kind of thinking and pondering about life and who you guys hang around is if you hang out with chickens, you're going to cluck. If you hanging out with eagles, you're gonna fly. And that's by Steve Maraboli.
I like it.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for being here. Like we said, the energy you surround yourself with becomes the energy you carry. If you want to elevate, change your environment, change your mindset, and watch your life transform. Until next time, stay aware and stay elevated. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to the 44 people. Our motto on this show is health, wealth, and happiness, and that's pretty much what we try to give you. So, like I said, thank you again, and we will see you tomorrow back here